Hey you guys, it's Marci Sauter, the Rusty Blonde. Welcome back to my channel today. I am coming on to go over my past couple weeks of coming out of the closet as a shopaholic, also known as a shopping addict. And I announced it a couple videos ago on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and check it out. I'll link it up above here, and that way it'll bring you up to speed as far as what this video is going to be about. But I have written down kind of like a log, my emotions, my struggles, and all of the changes I've made within the last couple weeks, and I am ready to come on camera and share those with you guys so that maybe it could possibly help somebody else who might be struggling with these same issues. So if you're interested at all in hearing about this, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so first of all, again, a couple videos ago, almost a couple weeks ago, I've had one heck of the last month and a half, and it led me to coming out of the closet about being a shopaholic. I had this shopping addiction for years. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off of my shoulders now that I've come out into the open and can talk about it and not hide things anymore. So what led me to coming out of the closet was I had a bunch of stuff happen within the family. Again, it's all in that first video. My mom took us all out to breakfast and we just started talking, and that is where I actually came out and became open about this shopping addiction and the problem I have. So I have some notes in front of me, so if you catch me looking down, that is why. Before that breakfast happened, I lived 2 doors down from my mom, so I had told her that we could swing by Sprouts after the breakfast gathering because I needed to pick up some vitamins for my kids. I was planning on buying 4 bottles, and they are $35.99 a piece. And I was totally just gonna buy 4 bottles, put it on my credit card so that I didn't have to worry about running out of Omega for a while. Well, that is the first sign that you have a shopping problem is I constantly have this need that I don't wanna run out of anything. And it's all funny and we can all laugh about it and talk about it, but I do have a serious problem with backups for backups for backups. But I've come to realize that it's an issue. So I announced everything at breakfast. We still ended up going to Sprouts after our nice breakfast with my mom and sisters. And going in, my mom was like, just grab 1 bottle, that's all you need. And I went up to the counter and I'm looking at the 2 flavors because I have 2 kids and I'm thinking I can get them each their own bottle of each flavor. So they like the lime and the mango peach. So I was going to buy Blake a set and Livy a set at $35.99 a piece plus tax. And I was just gonna charge it. Well, my mom's like, no, just get 1 bottle. They can share it and you can come and get another one when they need it on your next paycheck. And you guys, when she said that, I still went and grabbed 2. I grabbed 2 bottles, 1 of each flavor, because I just had this need that I had to buy 2. And my mom's like, Menina, no. You only need 1. You're right. I only need 1. So I put it back, and you guys, if my mom hadn't been there to help me, I would have left that damn store with 4 bottles of omega-3 at $35.99 a piece. And I would have just charged it. without even thinking. But my mom was there to help me, and I was able to get one bottle for both of my kids, and I used my debit card for it. So that was step number one. I recognized it, I announced it, I came out of the closet and instantly went to a store an hour after. It was really hard to do. And that may sound funny to people who don't have a shopping addiction or a problem, but you guys, that was a very big step for me. So right out of the closet, I was able to make that one change, and that was the first step. Then I came home and I went over all of it with my husband, everything that we talked about at breakfast. And then I got a notepad, which I have right here, and I'm gonna link it in above so you can follow along with me here. So I wrote all of this down, you guys. And so the first thing I did was I purchased one bottle instead of 4 like originally planned. I went in and I canceled my Apple Music, which later I ended up subscribing to that again because I would have lost all of the music I had purchased. So we went ahead and kept that. The next thing I did was I canceled all of my monthly chat books. For those of you who don't know what chat books are, it's anytime you upload an image or picture, whatever, to Facebook and Instagram, they send you a little 5x5 book of all of your images, and I just kind of had that subscription because it was fun to get a little book in the mail and have all of my pictures printed. I removed all 3 of my credit cards from all of my accounts, you guys. I removed it from the iCloud. I removed those credit cards from everything, and my husband helped me do this as well. Then I went on my phone and I deleted all of these apps: Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Nordstrom, Ulta, Sam's Club, Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Tilly's, Fiverr, Costco, Retail Me Not, Craigslist, OfferUp, AliExpress, DHgate, and Target. Those are all of the apps I would just continually scroll through. Like, hello, my go-to is Amazon. But I deleted them from my phone because it is at night when I find myself scrolling, or when I'm bored, or when I have nothing to do, or when I'm sitting in a doctor's office, or even when we're watching a movie or TV, you guys, I would just find myself scrolling through these different apps, just looking and then buying whatever I wanted. So that was a huge step for me too, removing all of those off of my phone. Next, I removed all of my credit cards from my purse and wallet. I actually took them and cut them up, as you can see here. This was really hard for me to do. After I removed them, it took me about an hour and a half to be able to grab the scissors and cut them up, but I did it. Then, here's another shopping addict sign. You guys, whenever my husband would be like, okay, quit using the credit card, you're done, whatever, and I'd be like, okay, I had such a fear of losing those credit cards that I had the card, the expiration date, and the 3-digit code written on sticky notes and hidden in my house. Who does that? Somebody with a major shopping problem. That's who does that. Well, after I went around and grabbed my sticky notes, this is where I had my sticky notes hidden with the 3 credit card information on it. I had one in my closet. I had one in my office cabinet. I had one in my nightstand drawer. I had one in my planner. I had one in my undies drawer. I had it listed in an Excel spreadsheet on my computer, and I also had it in my iPhone notes. So I had it hidden in 7 different spots so that when my husband said, quit using the card, I could still have access to it and find my number if I needed it, and which I always did. So that was a big step too. I took all of those papers and shredded them and threw them away. The other thing I did is I removed all of my cards from my Apple Wallet. And that way, the only card I have anywhere now is my debit card. That's it, because that's all I need. I had just brainwashed myself into always having the fear of running out, no matter what it is. So even though I knew there was money in our checking account, I knew there was cash in my wallet because, like I said, I'm really good at budgeting my cash. I would freak out, and not even freak out. This is just what I say now. I would freak out and just use my credit card. I would just use it because I was afraid of our debit card running out of money. I was afraid of the cash envelopes being empty in my Agenda wallet. So I would just automatically go and use my credit card. And I would just rotate between them so that I wouldn't see like, oh my God, one day it's $1,000 on one credit card. It would be broken up so that it was like a mind game to myself and to my husband. Although my husband knew, he was aware, he was keeping track. He loves me so much that he was willing to accept this and accept the fact that this is how I was and this is who I was, and he loved me for it anyways. And it's really sad that I've put my family in this situation. And you guys, like I said, I've always been good at paying bills. We've never been late. Well, I was late this past time. Ha, so funny, 3 days late on making a payment. And so I had canceled it last month anyways. And by the time I went to pay it, I was 3 days late. I had to call and see if they could reverse this first time late fee, and they did. They were really nice about it. So anyways, now that credit card is also set up on automatic payments. But anyways, so then I deleted and unsubscribed from all of the shopping trigger emails I get. From everything I love. From Ulta, from Costco, from, oh my gosh, you name it. I was getting emails. And I was valued. I liked getting, the 20% off coupons or the Bath and Body Works discounts. And I liked getting all of those things. But you guys, the reality of it is it's all mind games. They're all triggers to get you to spend money at these retail shops. That's all it is. They're trying to get you in there, and it works. It works if you fall for it. So anyways, I spent a couple hours removing my name and email address from all of these retail shops, all of them. And the couple that I've missed, I caught when I got an email and unsubscribed and removed my name and deleted it right then and there. So that was hard to do as well, but I got it done. I was able to do that. And you guys, it's actually so nice being able to go in my email and just see important emails like from the school and from YouTube notifications and things like that. Like, I was like, wow, it's so much better this way. Like, I don't feel that heart racing and this adrenaline rush to feel like I have to go to that store and shop or go online and shop. So removing those triggers has been super beneficial for me, and I feel great about the fact that I was able to do that. Okay, so last thing is, my husband that day, he went in and he canceled all of my credit card numbers because when we sat on the couch, he was in Amazon deleting, and he said, oh, this is my debit card. I said, oh, no, that's not. That's your credit card. I know, and that's the expiration date, and I can even tell you the 3-digit code on the back. And he's like, no, that's my debit card. No, it's not, honey. I know. And you guys, when he realized that I pointed out the debit cards and the credit cards, he realized, okay, I'm going to have to delete these numbers because I had them memorized. I didn't even realize I did until that moment. But seeing the last 4 digits, yep, I knew the expiration dates and the 3-digit code that went with it. And because I had everything in the cloud everywhere, you could access it at any time. And if there was a chance I couldn't, I had sticky notes everywhere to where I could. So He changed the numbers. That was hard to see. But oh my gosh, what a blessing. What a blessing. So I cut up my cards. I got new cards that I don't know the number to. So that was good. I didn't realize I had them memorized. And you guys, you shouldn't have your credit cards memorized. You shouldn't reach for your credit cards before your debit card. You shouldn't be buying stuff when you don't need it. And sure as heck when you don't have money for it. And I am saying this to you guys as I say it to myself because obviously I need to hear it. So I am saying it to you guys with love and saying it back to myself with love as well. Because we can get through this. I can do this. I know it. It's almost been 2 weeks and it's been awesome. I only had a couple situations like the day after I did this whole list of stuff and got rid of everything, a purse came that I had ordered from Amazon for my Brazil trip. Again, that was part of one of the reasons why I had to come out of the closet is I have to go to Brazil for not an emergency surgery, but obviously if it was an emergency, I would go here right now. But it is a time-sensitive surgery that is needed within the next few months. So I bought a purse, and all because of the stupid handle. I remembered the couple nights ago before I was looking at 2 purses, and I woke up the next morning, and when it came, I thought I had ordered the one from eBay. Turns out I had ordered the one from Amazon. So I ordered the wrong purse, all because of a little leather piece of trim. And I brought it up to my husband 3 times, tried to show him that I ordered the wrong one. The one I wanted was $56. The one I accidentally ordered was $44. Hello, that's another sign. What the hell am I doing laying in my phone, falling asleep, shopping? I had to wake up the next morning and actually look at what I ordered because I couldn't even remember. Hello, oh my gosh, that's so not okay. So anyways, 3 different times I approached my husband about this purse and he was like, you don't need it. The one you have is great. That one's perfect. And then finally the 3rd time, I went out and got a flippin' water bottle, went to my purse and brought it out and said, this is not the right one. This is a 16-ounce water bottle that fits in the side, and I was supposed to order the bag that fit like a 24 or 28-ounce water bottle. And he had to tell me no. And when we went to bed, he goes, are you mad at me because I was mean to you? And you guys, he wasn't even mean. All he did was look at me and say, no, you don't need it. The one you have is great. But with all of these emotions happening and all of this happening so fast, I was so uptight. I was thinking about it all day. And finally I went to bed and I said, no, honey, that's exactly what I need. I need you to be and do what you're doing just as you are. So that was really hard, but that happened and now I love the purse. I'm even grateful that I even got to keep it because really I should have returned it. But my husband's like, no, I'm not going to make you return anything. It's just going to stop from today forward. So that was really nice. I probably would have lost it. Not today, but a couple weeks ago in that moment, I know I would have had a complete breakdown. I don't even know what would have happened, but my husband knows me better than I know myself. And that was he's handling me very well, you guys. On day 2, I went to the store with my mom and uncle. She was picking up stuff for my sister's birthday. So they went to grab those items and I had to turn in my husband's prescription. So I walk all the way across Fry's Before I dropped the prescription off, they have a stand there of all of their travel items. Of course, they would have all of their travel items right there. And they were all on sale. Buy 3, get 1 free. So I sat there. They had the dry shampoo I use and my hairspray. And then they had the flat iron stuff that I could use. So I sat there and I calculated and did the math because I always buy them when they're $5 on sale at Ulta. And then I sat there and I'm like, oh my gosh, you can do this. You can walk away. So I went and turned in my prescription. I came back to go find my mom and uncle. You guys, I went back to the damn table. I went back to that table and did the same thing over. I looked at my 3 items right there all together. Looked at the price. I think they were $7.99 each. Maybe one of them was like $5.99. So you knew you would get the cheapest one free. And I sat there and it took everything I had to walk away, but I did. I walked away. And when I met up with my mom and uncle, the last thing they had to do was go get chips. So I grabbed them chips and right next to that was the chocolate aisle. And I'm like, oh, mommy, I need chocolate for our Brazil trip. She's like, Menina, that's what she calls me. You don't need this. You don't need this now. We will Brazil shop when it's time to go. And I was like, okay. I just had this itch to spend money and use my card. And I felt like a failure leaving that store without spending any money. And that's a horrible feeling. I shouldn't feel that way. I should be proud of myself, but I wasn't, not that day. I felt like I had failed at shopping when really that was a success. That was a milestone. That was a deal breaker. Like that was amazing because that never happens. I always buy something and I get super sad and depressed when I am trying to buy something and don't. Then the following day, I got up, I sent my husband out the door to work, got my kids set up on the table to start school. I made my cup of coffee. You guys, I went back to my room, put my coffee down, and undid my bed and went back to bed. And I literally was saying to myself, like, my life is over. Like, how can I not be shopping? Like, so ridiculous. So sad. And then it was about, 15, 20 minutes of me literally just going crazy in my brain as to why I couldn't shop and why I couldn't have my credit cards and all this stuff. I sat up really fast in my bed and I remember I looked at the wall and I grabbed my left hand and you guys, I slapped myself. I don't know if I did it as hard as I could, but I slapped myself pretty hard. And I did that because the last time I wanted to go back to bed and not face anything was when I lost my second child, Oliver. And you know what? There's no comparison. And I stood up and I said that out loud. I slapped myself and I said, there's no comparison. What are you doing? And I got out of bed and I was like, I'm not doing that again. And you guys, I haven't. I haven't because there is no comparison, okay? It's not the end of the world at all whatsoever, but that is how I felt on day 3 of having, detoxing from shopping. Okay, ridiculous, but so sad at the same time that that's what it took for me to look at myself saying, what the heck are you doing? Snap out of it, wake up. It's shopping. It's never going away. It'll always be there. And you know what? If the item you are looking at runs out, guess what? They come up with a new model, a new version every year. Shopping does not go away. I do not need to do it. Period. And so Since that day, I have improved a lot. I haven't been depressed or anything. In fact, I have to talk myself into going to a store. And I say that because I drink espresso and milk, and my kids are on soy milk because they've been lactose intolerant from the time they were infants. I'm like, okay, I have this much milk left. I do have enough for one more, probably 3 more espressos, but I can't, you guys. I have 3 espressos a day, so I always have a backup in my fridge, and I just don't at this time. Well, I do now, but I didn't at that time. And so I was like, okay. So my husband sat down. He goes, get out your shopping list. You need milk. You're gonna look for soy milk. We need fresh fruit, and we need veggies for this week. That is it. Don't go to the yogurt aisle. Sure as heck don't go down the ice cream aisle. Don't go down the bread aisle. I don't need it. And I always grab the Hostess donuts because they're damn delicious. But I'm like, he's right, I didn't. So I have gone to the grocery store twice, and I was able to pick up just what I needed. So it was fantastic. It was really hard to do, but it was fantastic. Anyways, that's how it's been the last 2 weeks. I've been doing awesome. I have made a lot of improvements. Each day I get better. It's easier and easier each day. I am not there yet to be able to just go to the store and not buy anything. It's still a struggle, but each day I am making progress. So I hope this helps any of you out there who may have the same shopping instincts that were mentioned in this video. I hope it helps and inspires you to recognize it if you have a shopping addiction also. So anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. I go and get all of the results of my thyroid on Monday, so I will be doing an update video on what they say about my thyroid and all of that, and hopefully be able to plan my Brazil trip with my mom to go get my surgery and see her entire family there. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for all of the support. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next video. Okay, take care. Bye.